What's going on, guys? It's been a long time. I know you've been waiting for this. It's time for another episode of Fuck Your Face. Let's go.
What you want? Huh?
Oh, fuck me in the face and call me daddy. Hey, guess what? I got pulled over. Apparently there was weed in my car, and I don't know. Apparently I'm acting weird. But I don't smell weed in there. I don't get it. But apparently there is weed in my car, and I am under arrest for possession. So, let's see what happens.
This is your ticket.
I got a ticket.
An electronic device while driving, okay? This is your key. You got 30 days to pay or dispute a ticket. I didn't give you a ticket for failing to display your driver's license.
Okay. How about this?
Sorry?
How about this weed that I don't know?
You smelled for a second. We checked it out. There's nothing going on about that, okay?
Thank you.
Just a ticket. You're getting a ticket for using a 4-wheel drive. You got 30 days to dispute
Thank you, sir.
Pay the ticket, okay?
Thank you.
You're free to go.
I'm ready to go now. No weed. Yeah, so that was me you saw getting pulled over at a gas station for talking on the ticket was for talking on or using an electronic device while driving. Got pulled over, or they pulled up behind me when I was getting gas at the pump at a gas station. Apparently he smelled weed, right? That officer there you saw, he asked me to get out of the car after asking me for my license and registration, and when I was trying to find my ID, he told me to get out of the car. So I got out of the car, he's like, how much dope have you been smoking? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, yeah, you reek of it, and the car reeks of it. How the fuck you smell this and I don't smell this? You must be fucking Perma-Stoned. Perma-Stoned. When you smoke too much weed, your body flips the script, and now you're high when you're sober, and you're sober when you're high. Like, if you were to stop smoking your last joint tonight, before you go to bed, you would wake up with the morning wood still high the following week. Perma-Stoned. Anyways. When I got out of the car, his partner, he put me under arrest. Actually, no, he put me in handcuffs first. Said, put your hands behind your back. And I did that. Usually when you put your hands behind your back, you grab onto your wrist or something, so your hands don't fall back to the side, right? Well, what was he gonna do? Put your hands in the bucket? So I was grabbed on my wrist, and he said, let go of your wrist or I will drop you. What the fuck? You just ask me nicely. I'm doing everything you asked me to do. You asked for my shit, I go look for my shit. You asked me to get out of the car, I get out of the car. Right? Fuck. You want me to put my hands behind my back without grabbing on anything or holding anything, then tell me that. I'm doing everything you fucking tell me to do. Anyways, he's a fucking douchebag. I'm gonna call him Officer Douchebag. I'm gonna call the other officer Officer Perma-Stoned. Okay, so Officer Douchebag tells me to go in front of the car, so I go stand in front of the car. Then he goes stand in the back of the car. So he moves me to the back of the car. Then he moves me to the front of the car and back of the car. Now, fuck, make up your mind which end of the car you want me to stand on. Shit. And he goes, I'm acting all weird and shit. Like something's not right here. You're all weird and shit. Like, oh, fuck you. You're all weird and shit. He's asking me these questions, they ask you questions and trying to use the answers that you give to incriminate yourself, right? So he's asking me all these questions, like, so what do you do? I'm telling him about the videos I make, and he doesn't, like, he doesn't give a shit. Moves on to the next one. So, what's your address? Blah, blah, blah. Well, fuck. You're asking me a question. You don't want to listen to the answer. Don't ask me a fucking question. Shit. Anyways, all the while, I'm standing in the back. Now it's in the back. Officer Perma-Stoned was around the car, shotgun, inside the car, rummaging through shit. I'm pretty sure he saw the camera too. I mean, he stood still for a bit. Either he was reading or watching the videos on the SD card. Anyways. So now I'm in the back of the car, and Officer Douchebag keeps asking Officer Perma-Stoned, like, oh, should I arrest him? Should I arrest him? Should I arrest him? Probably about the third, fourth time, he finally arrests me. And then he goes, okay, now you are under arrest for possession of something. At that time, I didn't know what the fuck it was. I'm pretty sure it was a weed, right? I mean, like, dope can mean anything, right? You reek of dope. Okay. Which drug? So, it says you're under arrest for possession. Okay. Where the fuck are the rest of my chartered rights and freedom? Did you forget to read it? I mean, you were holding the card. I saw the card. You could easily read it. So now he didn't read me my rights. Now, there's a big misconception out there that if the cop doesn't read you your rights, that you're off the hook. I'm gonna drop some knowledge on you. So this segment's called Bowie Drops Knowledge. Alright. So, the misconception is, if you get pulled over and you're under arrest, if a cop does not read you your rights, in the United States it would be your Miranda. Up here in Canada it would be the chartered rights and freedom. If they don't read it to you, the misconception is you're off the hook. You're not off the hook. You're not. Right? You only, or they only need to read you your rights if they plan on questioning you and using the answers that you give to incriminate you. Right? Up here in Canada, the chartered rights and freedom goes something like, you are under arrest, or I am charging you, you are under arrest for blah 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 charges. You have a right to counsel, blah blah blah, one will be appointed to you, right to remain silent, all that bullshit. It's basically the same shit, but it's called the Charter of Rights and Freedom up here. Alright? Now, the main difference between up here and the United States is when they are interrogating you in Canada, when they're interrogating you, the attorney does not need to be present. You do have the right to remain silent, but that does not mean that the cops will shut the fuck up. They can still question you, even though you are silent. And that may confuse a lot of people, and you know, about the freedom and all that bullshit. But you do have the right to remain silent. You can just not say anything, right? Yeah. There's a few guidelines on when it needs to be read and all this bullshit. But the main thing is, if they are questioning you with the intent of using your answers against you, that's when they need to read you your rights, so you know you can shut the fuck up, right? Like when Officer Douchebag was asking me all this shitload of questions. It also depends on whether your freedom is taken away from you or whatnot too. Right? When your freedom is taken away from you, then Charter Rights and Freedom need to be read to you. because your freedom's taken away from you. Like when I was handcuffed and not able to leave the scene. Now, when they don't read you your rights, that like I said, it doesn't mean that you're off the hook. It just means whatever you say to them can't be used you in court. Unless you decide to represent yourself. Then the other side can cross-examine you and use all that shit against you. Right? So, that is Bowie Drops Knowledge. If this here's knowledge, dropped. So, I get, so I'm in handcuffs. Officer Perma-Stoned rummaging through the car. I don't know what the fuck he was doing in the car. Anyways, he's in the car. Now, he says I can leave. The fuck? I thought I was under arrest. Anyways, a little tip for all my Vancouver residents watching this video. If a cop ever pulls you the fuck over for nothing, and they say that you're dealing or whatever, they smell dope or whatever, don't say shit to them. I mean, they may ask you what dope is and whatever, whether you may have dope on you or whatnot. I don't give a fuck. It's not my thing, right? But yeah, don't say shit to them. If they say, where's the dope? And to make it easier, tell us where the dope is. Don't say shit. Just say, I don't want you in my car. Right? If they pulled you over for no fucking reason, say that. Right? Otherwise, you basically give them permission to go in your car, and whatever they find can be used against you. Right? So, just say, make it clear that you don't want them in your car, and that way, when they do go into your car, which they will because they're douchebags, whatever they do find will stick. Just like when they don't read you your chartered rights and freedom, it won't stick unless you represent yourself. Then you're an idiot. Yeah. So, that was me getting pulled over for talking on the cell phone, which I was not. I don't even know how the fuck that, man. Fucking idiots. Anyways, this is Bowie signing out. Oh, by the way, you know what? I'm not saying that all cops are douchebags. All I'm saying is that one cop that pulled me over the first time and left me in the middle of butt-fuck nowhere, towed my car with my keys, wallet, and everything. The other cop that can't find my name in the system because apparently he's an idiot and can't spell. Officer Perma-Stoned, badge number 2785, Officer Douchebag. What I'm saying is, shame on you, motherfuckers. You give the VPD a bad fucking name. Why don't you go and do your job instead of go and harass other people for shit that you don't really smell, but you just say you smell because you just want to cause shit? I don't fucking get it. Right? You give the VPD a bad fucking name. You never hear about the good cops that do shit, right? I'm not saying all VPDs are bad. I'm just saying there's a few of you bad apples out there that make the rest of the force look like shit. Shame on you, motherfuckers. You don't get a fuck your face shout out. You get a fuck you in the ass shout out. Later. And I'm awesome.
You smell for a second. You checked it out. There's nothing going on about that. Okay.